Hello, my crafty friends. It's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be doing a junk journal with me today using my cheaply chic Soar monthly collection. I did a full boxing of this in my channel, so if you're interested in checking that out, I'll go ahead and make sure I leave a link in the top right corner. But I'm going to go ahead and journal today the front cover. So I want to do kind of like a title cover sheet, and I also want to add a little pocket to the side of the cover. And then I'll show you also what I did for the first like layout spread for my first day in May. And I just realized that I put the wrong month in my sticker. I'll show you what I mean when I get to that part. You'll see it because I put March. I didn't put May, I put March. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in and see what I did with the title page. All right, so I decided that I was going to try to leave in as much of the footage as I possibly could. So just wanted to kind of let you know that there's quite a bit of footage in here. Obviously, it's all sped up, but I did leave a lot of it in. For instance, I wanted to use this ribbon and wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to use it, but I was thinking about putting it on the front panel, but then I didn't think that would work. So I had this little pocket here, and I really wanted to have a little pocket in the front where I could keep a journal card that I could write some of my, top moments for the month. So I am going to be doing that. That's what I'm doing. So I decided that I wanted to dirty the lace up a little bit. So I have some Tim Holtz distressed ink that I recently purchased at Joann's, and I just went ahead and took my little dabber here, and I'm just gonna ink that up so that it looks kind of dirty and distressed. I didn't want that bright white lace. I did do it on both sides because I thought when I originally planned the page, I thought I would have it hanging off the edge a little bit so that you could see it from the front cover. But I don't think I actually did that when I put it down. All right, so I have this red line tape, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that on the side there to adhere the lace. I was thinking about sewing it, but I wasn't going to work because then it would close up the pocket, and then the little journal card that I'm going to put in the pocket wouldn't fit in the pocket. So I just went ahead and used some of that red line tape. And once I get that trimmed up, I'm going to go ahead and take some of my pieces and kind of do some layering effect here in a second. So I just, like I said, I left a lot of this in. So I did kind of pre-plan the page before I started filming because, like I said, I wanted to keep a lot of do as minimal editing as possible. I did have to do some editing, but I did want to try to keep it minimal. So I did do some pre-planning ahead of time before I started recording. And there's the card that I was telling you about that I just kind of wanted to include in the book. So I grabbed a stamp here. The stamp says it's a date. And I thought that would be appropriate because, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and kind of keep track of some things that happen throughout the month that, are kind of special. Just kind of a little place I can keep kind of those special dates. So I'm going to take that little stamp, and I'm so proud of myself that I'm using stamps now. I have so many stamps, and I never really like using them in my Happy Planner, but I feel like they work really well in this medium. So I'm really excited that I'm doing these junk journals. I really love this process. It's just been so much fun. And this kit is so amazing. I do pull some stuff from my stash, so it's not 100% based on the collection from Cheaply Chic, but I did use quite a bit of that, her collection here. I don't think actually any of the stuff that I'm using right now is from her collection. All right, so I wanted to cover up that little spot that like is supposed to be where a date would go because I didn't feel, I didn't want to put the date because I'm going to put the date in another part of the page. Of course, like I said at the beginning, I just realized that I put March. I'm pretty sure I used I'm pretty sure I used the word March instead of May. So I have to go back in and change that. But anyway, so I just covered that up with a little sticky note thing there that said goodness. So, and then I'm going to ink the edges just to give it a little bit of a distressed look. And I'm going to ink the edges. I'm going to ink the edges of that one and also that little perfect attendance receipt certificate thing that's sitting there. I thought that was cute. I got that from a Tim Holtz little die cut pack that I bought, and I felt that that was appropriate because last month, my April journal that I did for my devotionals, I did one every single day of the month. So I gave myself a little perfect attendance award. And if you're interested in checking out that video, my whole junk journal playlist will be in the little eye at the top of the right hand corner. So if you want to check out my playlist, you can go ahead and do that. All right, so this is one of those things that I was like, should I cut this out or should I leave this in? But you'll see here in a minute what I'm talking about. So I went ahead and used my Glue Dots tape adhesive runner to put down that, put some adhesive onto that little bird image that I got. And I'm just inking this little card up just a little bit more. And it's funny because I set that off to the side because I wanted to lay down. I wanted obviously that little bird thing to be on the top. And so here I am trying to find it. I'm literally lost it. I'm like, where did it go? I just had it. I'm looking for it. I'm like, what did I do with it? I literally just put it, set it aside on a little, like, what's it called? Like, I have a little shelf, right where my stuff is. And I'm like, oh, that's where I put it. But I had lost it for a good 45 seconds. So I just left that part in. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and get everything adhered on. And so I just did some layering. I have like a little card that says great in the back there. Okay, so this, I did have to cut this out because I lost some footage. So you'll see kind of a cut here in a second. But basically I'm showing you kind of what the layout is going to look like. The paper piece there, that bird paper, did come from the kit. So I'm going to work with that in a second. I did remember that I wanted to put down a little butterfly die cut here. That butterfly came from Tim Holtz, the same die cut set that came from the little certificate. And I just took a little mini glue dot there and I just put it in on the front or in the back, and then I just stuck it to the thing there. All right, so here's where I was talking about where I needed to cut out the image because I didn't have it. So I have these little vellum pieces. They're not vellum. What is that? Acetate. I think they're acetate. And so what I did was I just sewed them on to this tag, and you can see that I dirtied everything up. So in regards to that paper, that is not actually the book page. That I just couldn't get myself to cut the book page. I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. That's what it's for. It's to use in your junk journal. I just couldn't get myself to do it. So I just made a copy of it. And the image, because the thing is, the book page has images on both sides. And I liked both of them. And I didn't want to like glue it down and lose both of the images. I do plan on using the paper, just not in this way. So I will eventually use it in the junk journal, but I just couldn't get myself to glue it down and cover up the back of the page. And I knew I wanted to rip it, so I just couldn't get myself to do it. So I just made a copy of it, and then kind of ripped them, and then I inked up all of the sides. Now, what I realized here after I did this was that I didn't, I wish that I had put that piece that I just put down. I wish I put it lower on the page because the way that the doilies are, I didn't want to cover up that little bird corner image. So I, but I made it work. You'll see here in a second. I made it work. All right, so I have that white doily. I did ink that up with the Tim Holtz Distressed ink as well, and then I just set that down on there, and then I'm going to take that brown one. That brown one I also purchased recently at Joann's. I guess I should go ahead and load that haul. Um, I filmed the haul, but I just never loaded it, so I'll probably load that and put that up tomorrow. All right, so I have this little pin. See there, that's what I was talking about. See how I was gonna put that brown doily down there, but then I just moved it up and it worked out fine. Okay, so the little pin there is from Tim Holtz as well, and basically what I did was I just took a little charm that I had, a little feather charm I got at Hobby Lobby, I'm pretty sure. I've had them for a while, so I'm not 100% sure if I got them at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but I just attached the little pin to the holes in the doily, and then I attached the little feather charm to the pin. And then I just layered all that up, and then I'm going to go ahead and put down that little tag thing there as well. And the cool thing about this tag, it talks about like plants. It's like a dictionary page, and in the dictionary it talks about like it has like plants or something like that. So I thought it was appropriate. I thought it was like appropriate for a springtime kind of journal. All right, so the monthly devotional this month is about hope. So what I wanted to do was and then I had that little acetate thing that said hope, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's perfect. So that's why I wanted to use that down there. So what I did was I just took a little word sticker there, also from Tim Holtz. I inked it up because I didn't want it to be white, and then I inked up these little uh, letters too that says God. But honestly, it was such a slick little sticker. It wasn't really a paper sticker; it was kind of slick. So the ink just came like right off. I mean, there's like a little bit left on there, but it was kind of pointless to even do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I just need to move those over a little bit. I feel like I'm talking super, super fast. So hope you guys are all getting it. All right, so here is where I completely and totally messed up and literally just realized I messed up when I started editing this or voiceovering this video. So I wanted to just document that it was March. No, see, it's not March, it's May. Um, yeah, it's May, not March. So see how I put a sticker that says March? It's not March. So I'll have to go back and fix that. Yeah. Um, so, and then I just took a date that says 2018. At least I got that part right. And then I'm just going to go ahead and glue that onto the corner there just to signify the month and the year of when this journal is made. But I'll have to remember to go fix that. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and do kind of like a flip through of what the end result was. So that's what it looks like when it opens up. I feel like it's like on screen. It feels really gaudy. I don't know. It's like a lot going on, but I feel like when I look at it in person, I like it. So it's weird how sometimes the image on the screen looks so different than the real life thing. But anyway, that's what it looks like. Got the little charm hanging there. I really think that's really cute. I really like how I did that. And then here's the first like entry. Okay, so I had this little card. It's like an little alteration card. And my last month's thing was about freedom and freedom in Christ. So I just thought it would be cute to like take a little alteration card and like claim that. I thought that was cute. I'm so clever. And then I just kind of did some layering and other things. So that is my journal for this week. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I will see you again real soon. Bye.